Well, since we have a quorum, that's amazing. Let's go ahead and call this meeting to order. And I'm going to ask the clerk to go ahead and read the public comments.
Absolutely. In compliance with directives of the county, state, and Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the meeting will be live streamed and open to public attendance pursuant to health and safety guidelines. The practice of social distancing and wearing of face coverings, mask, or shield is recommended for the health and safety of all persons participating in person during the meeting, although it is not required. Seating is limited and available on a first-come, first-served basis. Each speaker shall limit remarks to the specified time allotment as follows. Speakers will have 3 minutes total for a single and/or multiple agenda items. Speakers will have 3 minutes total for each separate item, and speakers will have 3 minutes total for any matter not on the posted agenda.
Thank you very much. All right, can I go ahead and get roll call?
Absolutely. And members Nava, Riley, McCarthy Olmsted, Hedges,
Here.
Member Natoli, Daniels,
Here.
Spees, Shalom Shirla, Papineau,
Here.
Gatewood,
Here.
yes, Ecluse,
Here.
Poyomu,
Here.
and Brown.
Present.
And we do have a quorum.
Awesome. All right, so first thing we're going to go on is we're going to welcome our brand new council member representing Galt, Kevin, and I'm going to murder this, Papa Nui.
Close. Papineau.
Huh? What was it again?
Papineau.
Papineau. I nailed it. I was right there. This
You're good.
So close. So welcome to the board. This is the most exciting board. It's hours and hours of fun and festivities. So you got the right one, sir, when they put you on here.
Good deal.
Just so you know, Ryan is 7'2", so don't look at the picture and confuse it. He tricks you with the camera. He's a giant. All right, next, conference with legal counsel. What did you do?
Hello, Chair Gatewood. Can we read the replay statement?
Yeah.
First, okay.
Let's go ahead and do that.
Thank you, sir. This meeting of the Sacramento Metropolitan Cable Television Commission is cablecast live on Metro Cable 14, the local government affairs channel on the Comcast, Consolidated Communications, and AT&T Uverse cable systems. The live meeting can also be heard free on KUBU Radio 96.5 FM. The meeting is closed captioned and live streamed at metro14live.saccounty.gov and will replay on Saturday, September 3rd at 3 p.m. on Metro Cable 14. This meeting can also be viewed at youtube.com/MetroCable14.
All right, excellent. So at this point, am I going to read these is Lydia, are you going to read these two into record?
I can read them into the record. And I do, for the record, I would like to note that Member McCarthy Olmsted is present.
Excellent.
Sorry, if I could interject, can we also read the replay statement? Do we do that?
We already did that.
Okay, sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
No, that's
sorry.
Okay. That's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I know, right?
Okay.
Go ahead.
And it was read into the record, but I'll read it again, sir. Item number 1 is the conference with legal counsel.
Excellent. Do you want to read item 2, or should we close the session, adjourn for closed session?
I apologize for interjecting again. It looks like YK Chungla is also now logged on to the meeting.
Okay.
And then we are going to adjourn to a closed session right now.
Is that before we read the second item? Yeah. Okay. We're going to go ahead and adjourn to closed session. Guys, I'll see you over there.
See y'all.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and reconvene the meeting after closed session and ask for a roll call, please.
Members Nava.
Here.
Riley.
Here.
McCarthy Olmsted.
Here.
Hedges.
Here.
Member Natoli.
Here.
Daniels.
Here.
Spees.
Present.
Shalom Shirla.
Here.
Papineau.
Here.
Gatewood.
Here.
Ecluse.
Here.
Poyomu.
Here.
And Brown.
Here.
And we do have a quorum.
Excellent. I'm going to go ahead and ask for a legal counsel report.
Thank you, Chair. There's no reportable action out of closed session.
Excellent. All right. So I guess we'll go on to item number 2.
And agenda item number 2 is to adopt resolution number 2022-015, authorizing the Sacramento Metropolitan Cable Television Commission Board to remote teleconference meetings for the period of September 1st, 2022 through October 1st, 2022, pursuant to the Ralph M. Brown Act.
All right. Is there any public comment?
Good afternoon. Bob Davison, the Executive Director. And just want to point out that in order to hold today's hearing, the hybrid meeting, teleconference, and in person, it's necessary to adopt this resolution. So with that, I would recommend that you take action and adopt the resolution.
Because if not, we can't have the meeting that we're in right now.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. All right. Any public comment? All right.
Motion to approve the resolution.
Excellent.
Second.
All right. First and a second. I'm going to go ahead and close public comment. And then you have a first and a second.
I'm going to get it. And this is the clerk of the board. And so that was Member Brown for the first. Is that correct? And
Yes.
the second was which member? I apologize.
Member Spees.
Thank you so much.
And roll call, please.
Members Nava,
Yes.
Riley,
Yes.
McCarthy Olmsted,
Yes.
Hedges,
Yes.
Natoli,
Aye.
Daniels,
Yes.
Spees. Member Spees, you're on mute, Member Spees. There we go.
I thought I wasn't, but yes.
Thank you so much. And Shalom Sherla,
Yes.
Papineau,
Aye.
Gatewood,
Yep.
Ecluse,
Aye.
Toyomu,
Yes.
and Brown.
Yes.
And the motion carries.
Excellent. Next item.
Item number 3 is to approve resolution number 2022-016, adopting the final general fund 094A budget, and resolution number 2022-017, adopting the fiscal year 2022 through 23 final PEG fee fund 094B budget to include the following agreements, resolutions, and exhibits included with the final budget staff report.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, please. Go ahead, Bob.
Bob Davison, Executive Director again. And I may have missed it, but did we report out that Mr. Natoli has joined the meeting?
Got me on the roll.
We just did roll call.
Yeah,
We got
and I
it.
was there for the closed session as well. So
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Thanks, Bob.
So anyway, I'm here to present the final budget item for today. Fortunately, it's the final budget is very concise. It will not be as much of a discussion as the proposed budget was, but I am here to point out the changes both to the general fund budget and the PEG fee fund budget before you today. So first of all, with the general fund 94A, we added $20,000 to interest based on actuals just to hopefully get a better number. The fund balance was trued up to what was the actual carry forward fund balance that we got from the Compass reports. So we know that we're working with a trued up fund balance moving forward. Cable franchise fees revenues were reduced from $12.5 million to $12 million. This is just to be a little bit cautious. Lately, if you remember from the proposed budget meeting, we were talking about cable revenues and how they, for several years in a row, they had been declining. In that, fortunately, in the last couple of years, they had flattened out. So they continued not to decline. And with the first quarter payments for this fiscal year, we have noticed a little bit of reduction in franchise fee revenue. It's a trend that we always keep our fingers on the pulse of, and we certainly will report to the board and the member agencies if there's any significant changes in the revenues that come in, but we do recommend a slight reduction in the revenue projection for this year. Stipends are increased because we now have 13 board members, so that's the benefit of Rancho Cordova reaching its achievement, and then Galt obtaining its own seat on the board, and now all member agencies having their seats on the board. We added $10,000 to closed captioning just based on actuals from last year and in recognition of there are a lot of meetings, a lot of teleconference meetings happening, and with that, we just noticed a little bit increase in the closed captioning budget. We also reduced the contribution to other post-employment benefit trust. It's the OPEB trust. And as this board knows, we've been paying into that trust for many years to reduce the impact of the OPEB hit that could be on the commission in the future. And we have an actuary that helps us review the numbers and make sure that we've provided a good amount into the trust, and we're at the point where we're almost fully funded. So we're only recommending that when typically we would put about $70,000 to $80,000 into this trust, we're only putting $5,000 in this year. And it's the smaller amount is recognition for the fact that we've had a prudent fiscal policy in participating in that trust. So that's good news. Excuse me. Well, also we have $1,000 added for data processing costs from the county as well. So those are the changes to the general fund budget. And if there's no questions on that, I'll go to the changes with the PEG fee fund budget. Well, first of all, just like with the general fund, we trued up the fund balance, and the fund balance that's carrying forward is trued up with the Compass system and the actual fund balance that is going from last year to this year. We are increasing the member agencies' PEG fee funding, and if you recall, we delayed our call for funding up till this meeting, so there's going to be lots of changes in the PEG fee budget because we had a skeleton budget at proposed budget, but now thanks to Karen and her staff's effort and Metro Cable's help in assisting the member agencies and also with the channel licensees reviewing their public education and government facilities needs, we have gone through the call for funding process, and so with today's budgets, we'll be populating the final budget for the PEG fee fund with the grant requests that we've received between the proposed budget and final budget. And so with that, and I won't be naming the requests individually. Most of this is facilities and equipment for the channel licensees and the member agencies and Metro Cable. But with that, I'll just go through the amounts.
Could I just ask a quick question, Mr. Chair? Yeah. Bob, just before you get into the amounts, so are you fully funding these requests? It wasn't clear to me. I actually had a chance to read through all of these, including our the grantees, our affiliate partners. So are you fully funding all these, or are there some things that are being, some was carryover, I got that, but yeah. So if they ask for it, as long as it's legitimate, then they get it? Is that how it works?
That is pretty much how it works. And okay. So I believe we are fully funding all requests. We do go through the process of making sure that all the requests are compliant with what's required. We work with Josh Nelson to go through each request to make sure that it's PEG eligible. And in this year, did we deem any requests not? I know we reviewed the request.
There were only one or two, I believe, that we determined were not PEG eligible, but otherwise they're all fully funded. And
so how would we know that, Josh or Bobby? If you read through all these and there's everything from hardware to software to printing and just a variety of different things in here that relate to both communicating and broadcasting, recording and archiving materials. So how would we know if we went through all of these, the ones that got picked out of here that weren't getting funded, and for which jurisdiction?
So the only thing about that is, yes, you do not see that in the final request because we review the request, and if it's not PEG eligible, we work with the jurisdiction. We do ask them to resubmit the request, and so anything that's before your board today is PEG eligible.
Okay, so you already did a vetting, they resubmitted, and everything that's in today's attachments is being funded.
Correct.
Okay, that's all. You answered my question. That's all I needed. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Mr. Chair.
So with that, we did increase the member agency's PEG fee funding from $1.13 million, which was the amount from the carryover projects from last year, to just under $2 million. Which was included in the resubmittal that includes the resubmittal of the 21-22 projects plus the new projects that were submitted for fiscal year 22-23. We also have the addition of the channel licensees PEG funding request for $984,000. And since the call for funding was deferred until July, we had nothing in the budget, at proposed budget. And so that $984,000 represents the amount of those requests from the channel licensees. We also included in the budget the additional one-time 5% funding that was discussed at the proposed budget meeting. While the 5% funding was on the base, some of the licensees do take some of their base funding in the PEG fee side of the budget. And so in those cases, the 5% one-time funding, as well as a 10% COLA that was added to the base from previous years, is actually both in today's general fund budget and PEG fee fund budget. There's been an addition of $350,000 in PEG fee funding for the anticipated relocation of Metro Cable to the 799 G Street building. And it does not mean that Metro Cable would be abandoning the control room, the area that they work from during all meetings that are held in these chambers. It's just simply the quarters are pretty cramped back there, and if there's a way to move staff, at least for their general offices and such, we're reviewing potentially moving the main location that they would be housed to the G Street building, albeit that's pending discussions with the county and the availability of space. But we want to have money in the budget to be able to support that should that come to fruition. And then also an increase of $130,000 for the funding for Metro Cable for their 2023 PEG projects. And with that, it's recommended to approve today's resolutions adopting the 22-23 federal final general fund and final PEG fee fund budgets, including all attachments and documents cited in the staff report. And I could answer any other questions that you may have.
All right, we're going to go ahead and open it up for public comment. And then, see if anybody, no. Okay, we're going to ask the clerk to read the statement. Any statements received?
Is that, you were looking for public comments, sir? There are no public comments received.
Okay. All right. Okay. Excellent. I'm going to go ahead and close public comment and look for a board deliberation. Guys, you want any comments?
I would move the resolutions, all the budget attachments as recommended.
Excellent.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Second that.
Thank you, guys.
Members Nava,
Yes.
Riley,
Yes.
McCarthy Olmsted,
Yes.
Hedges,
Yes.
Member Natoli,
Aye.
Daniels,
Aye.
Spies, Shalom Sherla,
Yes.
Papineau,
Aye.
Gatewood,
Yes.
Lecluse,
Yes.
Poyomu,
Yes.
and Brown.
Yes.
And the motion carries.
Excellent. Let's move on to next item.
Okay.
Thanks, Chair. I'll be introducing this item. So item number 4 is a item to approve an agreement with the county for management services and other services and to appoint a new executive director. As the Commission is aware, we currently contract with Sacramento County for executive director and other ancillary services. And unfortunately, the incumbent executive director, Bob Davison, has announced his retirement effective October 3rd. So after receiving that information, the Commission began a recruitment process, which was led by an ad hoc committee of the board of Commissioners Brown, Chawancharla, and Hedges. After receiving applications, the ad hoc committee and staff conducted a round of interviews which identified a finalist. That finalist then met with the Commission in closed session earlier this summer, and the Commission indicated wish to move forward for formal appointment. So the item this afternoon would be to go ahead and make that formal appointment, as well as to approve the agreement with the county. So there are 2 requested actions by staff. The first would be to approve the resolution, which would approve the agreement with the county for management and other ancillary services. Commission will note that the resolution would permit the council to make some minor edits to the agreement if necessary. That's required because the agreement is actually going to a County Board of Supervisors on September 13th. So in case there's minor edits there, we'd have the ability to make those changes without bringing it back to the commission. And then second would be by motion to appoint the new executive director effective upon Mr. Davis's retirement. And that new executive director would be Ms. Candace Mabray. And I know Bob will like to introduce Ms. Mabray.
Okay. Thank you. And with that, I think I will ask Candace Mabray if she will approach the podium. So with that, and echoing what Josh says, certainly the commission did go through an extensive process, and after vetting the candidates, and she was appointed in exec session, or she's appointed now, right? Okay. Sorry about that. I just wanted to...
It's going to happen.
No, I just want to make sure I have it. So with that, I would certainly like to introduce Candace Mabray to the board. Candace is a county employee. She works in the Department of Personnel Services. She's I think most people in the county know Candace who have done a recruitment. Certainly she's worked on recruitments that I've been involved in. In fact, she, for my other job that I have at the county, she led the recruitment for that effort. And I think Candace is no stranger to the board members and executives at the county, and now will be no stranger to the board members with the commission. I think it's an excellent choice. And with that, I would like to introduce Candace to the board.
Thank you.
Do you want a motion to approve her before she gives her acceptance speech, or do you want?
Yeah, hold on one second. We're gonna.
Okay.
All right. So wait. Stay there. Stay there. Don't go away.
Okay.
Stay there. We're gonna keep you right there. Did you 15-minute speech? It's been written. Excellent. So
She's a quick learner. She knows better than that.
I'm gonna quickly open this up for public comment. Anyone? Seeing none, is there any online?
And there are no public comments.
Excellent. All right, close public comment. And go ahead and set it for board deliberation.
I'd move the appointment of Candace Mabray as the incoming executive director upon Mr. Davis's retirement in early October.
I second that.
Bob, we're going to miss you. First off, you're an amazing individual.
He's not gone yet.
Yeah, you're going to be here for at least 10 to 20 years longer.
Yeah.
Roll call, please.
Can I point out, too, that just she's appointed effective the date of my retirement, but also, too, today's actions do allow overlap so that we can work together. So she will actually, when she's appointed by the commission and when the agreement is adopted by the county, she will effectively start to become the commission, working for the commission at that time, and then that allows Candace and I to work together as much as we can by October 3rd so that I could try to impart as much that I know about this job onto her.
It's a mere 16 years, really quick, in a month? Yeah, we get this through. Fire hose.
Well, Karen's going to still be here, so she'll help.
So I just want to point out there's that time of overlap, and the appointment is, she will be executive director effective on my retirement, that she's still appointed.
All right, excellent. Roll call.
Members Nava.
Yes.
Riley.
Yes.
McCarthy Olmsted.
Yes.
Hedges.
Yes.
Member Natoli.
Aye.
Daniels.
Aye.
Spies.
Aye.
Shalom Shurla.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Papineau.
Aye.
Gatewood.
Yes.
Lecluse.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Member Poyomu.
Aye.
And Member Brown.
Let's make it unanimous. Yes.
The motion carries
All
unanimously.
right. Now, welcome to the Cable Commission.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm honored.
Congratulations, Candace.
Thank you. Chairperson Gatewood, commissioners, thank you for having me. Thank you for your faith in me. I would also like to thank Bob and the Cable Commission team. Josh, thank you as well. I really look forward to working with the staff. I've heard nothing but great things about the team, so I look forward to this. I would also like to thank the Sacramento County Executive Team, including Dr. Sylvester Fadal. I am very appreciative of the faith that the team has in me and their support in allowing me to move forward with this opportunity in addition to my regular job. And last but not least, I'd like to thank my family. They've been very flexible and tolerant of my commitment to my career. And so I'd like to thank them for that as well. Thank you.
Excellent. Well,
All right.
welcome.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
All right, next item.
And item number 5 is the calendar year 2023 quarterly board meeting schedule.
Chair, I apologize. I just realized we had a motion to appoint Candace, but we did not get a motion to approve the resolution to approve the contract with the county.
So you want another motion?
Please.
Okay.
Apologies.
So moved. Member Brown.
Can I get a second?
Second.
White.
All right.
And I apologize. Which member was the second?
I think it was YK.
Nava.
Oh, never mind.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you,
Whoever.
Member. Okay, I got it. Thank you so much. Okay, and members Nava,
Yes.
Riley,
Yes.
McCarthy Olmsted,
Yes.
Hedges,
Yes.
Member Natoli,
Aye.
Daniels,
Aye.
Spees,
Aye.
Shalom Sherla,
Yes.
Papineau,
Aye.
Gatewood,
Yep.
Ecluse.
Yes.
Thank you.
I know it's hard.
Pollo Moo
Yes.
and Member Brown.
Yes.
And the motion carries unanimously.
Excellent.
That's better. America's Got Talent got more than four yeses. Got double the number.
Double the yeses for you. That's even more yeses than Bob's ever had. It's a yes on yes. Woo. All right, next item.
Number 5 is calendar year 2023 quarterly board meeting schedule.
This is simply a receive and file item, and it's mainly to communicate, especially to the board members, when the board meetings are scheduled for the calendar year 2023. So our policy is that in March, June, September, and December that we meet on the first Thursday in these board chambers at 2:30 p.m. of March, June, September, and December. And so with that, I recommend that you receive and file the calendar of quarterly meetings scheduled for next year.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and open public comment opportunity.
And there are no telephonic public comments.
I'm going to close public opportunity, and we're going to go ahead and receive and file CY 2023 quarterly report meeting schedule.
Mr. Chair, I just want to tell you I'm going to be absent for all next year's meetings.
You will?
I'll be absent, yeah.
No, I'm going to need you there. Don't be trying to retire too early. There's too much change going on right now. Very uncomfortable with this. It's too much. It's like one thing, government's slow. It's not supposed to be everybody gone. Like I'm left holding the bag.
Mark me absent. All right.
Next item.
Item number 6 is the general administration report.
Okay, I'm Bob Davison, your executive director, for a little bit more time here. With that, first of all, so I have generally several items I do want to go over, and in a few words I want to say. But first of all, I would like to ask Josh, do we have any update on the items 1 and 2?
Unfortunately, we do. As the Commission is probably aware, yesterday was the deadline for the legislature to pass bills. So we have been watching the 2 bills on the agenda, AB 2635, which would have required PEG channels to be carried in high def, and then 2748, which would have made some good updates to the DIVCA legislation. Unfortunately, neither of those bills made it through the legislature, so we did not get the assistance we were hoping from, but we'll continue to monitor legislation next year during the cycle. Thanks, Bob.
So with that, I'll go on to the next item, the SMCTC Ordinance for Amended and Restated Joint Powers Agreement. And so with that, if you recall, this board did adopt amendments to the Jpa Agreement, and with that, we reached out to all the member agencies to begin the process for them to adopt the amendments because they're not effective including the extension of the sunset date, which was the end of 2024, until all the member agencies adopt the amendments. And at this point in time, the County of Sacramento has taken action and has adopted the amendments. And we have, just this week, we've communicated with all the cities. All the cities we've reached out, we've provided template materials, so that they can bring this item forward to their councils. And I think we've been told by most of the cities that these items are going to be scheduled between now and November, depending on the various cities. And I believe the city of Folsom has taken action to where they don't need to take specific action that they have. Josh, do you want to explain that Folsom has taken action that allows the adoption?
Yeah, when Folsom joined the commission, they adopted the county code by reference, and so their approval of the JPA amendment was effective upon the county's approval. Thanks, Paul.
Sure. So with that, well, I would have liked to have them all been done by today. They are all well on the way, and the hope is that when somebody comes for the December meeting, is that all of the ordinance amendments will be approved by all the member agencies. So with that, and then just for the board meetings for the remainder of the calendar year 2022, there's one more meeting, and it's scheduled for December 1st. Is that right, Karen? Yeah, December 1st, 2:30 p.m. It's a Thursday.
That'll be your last meeting here.
No, actually. So that's just one more thing that I did want to just quickly discuss. So this is my last meeting as executive director, and I'm not one to make a big pomp and circumstance or anything about that, but I do want to say that it has been an honor to be the executive director of this commission for the last 16 plus years. I want to thank this board for being a great board to work for. I couldn't imagine a better board. Actually, Candace reminded me, I'll thank my family too, because they've been patient with me carrying forward 2 jobs. And so, we cannot forget the family. So, but I also, wanted to thank the staff. Nothing gets done. The board can't move. The executive director can't do what we do without staff. And the Cable Commission, we always talk about it being a small staff, but it's a small staff of professionals that they put their all into the job. And so I just want to thank Karen Liu, Mary, Brenda, Kristen, Kevin, Dallin, and all the production assistants. It's a great staff, and just thank you all for supporting me for these years. I want to thank legal counsel. We have Josh Nelson here today. Of course, Harriet Steiner was counsel for many, many years, and we get support by Isabel Safi and Laura Fowler from his firm as well. And this job's not doable without that legal help. And finally, want to thank the channel licensees. I know that David, Liz, and Donna are in the audience today. Also, the staff at Faith TV. Karen, what's the name of?
SAC Faith TV.
Thank you, and the staff at SAC Faith TV. So with that, I just wanted to say a few words to express my appreciation, and it's like I said, it's been a pleasure to work for this commission for that time.
Excellent. Well, I'll first say, since this is the first commission I was on 6 years ago, you've always been a great leader, and through all the legal issues and battles and stuff like that and wins that we had, you were always engaged and kept us all informed, and turned yourself into quite a tech nerd. So impressive. So thank you for all the hard work you do. Thank you for keeping us online. Thank you for these meetings. The agendas are always quick, and I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Anything else from my board?
This is Sarah Palomo. Bob, sorry, I'm not on camera. I'm taking care of my kid right now. But I just wanted to say that this is my first time sitting on a commission. I've served for, I think, 4 or 5 years, something like that. And really appreciate all of your help and your team's help with my learning process and navigating serving on the commission. You will be missed.
Thank you.
Bob, this is YK Chalmacharla. I know I've been working with you and my colleagues for the last 17 months, 18 months. This is awesome. You made this commission movements and running. I'm sure Matt Hedges is definitely going to, make me agree. He was a chair last year. I felt it. It is so smooth, and it only happens, that smoothness, by the supporting staff and your leadership especially. Thank you again for all your service. And I want to convey extended thank you to your family, Bob, because it's important. You're working 40 hours there, and in addition, you're working here. If your family members are in the audience, I'm just putting my two hands together and thanking them sincerely for letting you help us and supporting all of us. And also advance thanks to Candace's family as well. This is, I sincerely want to convey that.
Mr. Chair.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I would just add to, I think, what others have said, certainly to echo the comments and congratulations. But I've had a chance to work with Bob for many years, certainly in his role here with the commission, but also in his role, multiple roles at the county. And I would just say that as much as we come together here quarterly as a board, it's up to certainly Bob's stewardship and leadership and that of the staff that he works with on a regular basis, to carry out certainly the mission by which this commission was chartered, but also then to see to it that the financial details and certainly the interface with our producers and community partners, that all those things, run as smoothly as possible. And there's, again, in a regulated setting, there are challenges, and then we have, the good services of our legal counsel. But I'll just say, Bob, it's, certainly been a pleasure. And I would want to just note that, for the time spent here, obviously sacrifices are made certainly within your personal professional setting, because it gets a real draw on your time at different junctures. But that the work that you've done, not just in overseeing commission activities and the recoupment of the franchise fees and so forth, but the work and with folks here in the audience and others that have preceded them or worked side by side, to think of the ability to broadcast almost universally with, obviously the addition of the webcast and so forth, but getting content and, and hard wiring in a lot of cases, but seeing to it that folks, one, get the value for whatever they subscribe to, but secondly, I think certainly through the access channels, seeing to it that those organizations are supported, and obviously this budget reflected that, and some good commission discussion at our June meeting. But that all takes a lot of balancing, and I think you've been very good at that in the sense that I think you've helped to build bridges along the way. And as an engineer, you can appreciate what that means, literally and figuratively. And I just want to say to you, though, certainly congratulations on a good career, a great career in public service, but certainly your work here at the Commission. It's made a difference in the lives of people. I mean, it's not just about people making sure that when they turn the television on or go to the computer that whatever the content they want pops up, but I think it's been the wiring of the schools. It's been supporting our, public broadcasting networks, certainly allowing folks that have skill sets that might, talents that might not otherwise, if they're not going to make AGT, but they certainly can get on maybe one of our access channels. You can see local performers, you can see young people, you can see people of all ages, different cultures. I mean, that's been achievable through what this commission has stood for over its, several decades of service to this community, but it's been certainly under the guise of the executive director and working through a lot of different aspects of that. So again, congratulations on a stellar career, and wish you well, and thanks for your leadership with regards to Cable Commission and all the things that it encompassed.
Thank you.
All right. Next item.
Item number 8 is the state franchisee reports.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and call these up by, I got some speaker card.
We need to go back to item number 7 for channel licensees first, yes?
That's the one we're doing?
Wait, but you said number 8, so I was...
Oh, my bad.
clarify.
I apologize. I thought that item number 7.
Okay,
and I
thank you.
thought is the channel licensee reports.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and start with David Lowe from KVIE. Welcome.
Well, thank you very much. And I also wanted to add my thanks to Bob for everything that you've done. We've worked together for a long time. I used to hear that this was a very political thing, and then I never actually knew about the past, but it was never political with you. You're fantastic. I actually just don't know how you're going to be able to get through your days without thinking about DIVCA on a regular basis, but I'm sure you'll persevere.
Pledge breaks.
Well, you can always watch us. Thank you. Also, congratulations to Candace. We look forward to working with you. And thank you to the Commission for your continuing support of KVIE. With your help, we're able to focus on our vision of an informed and educated electorate, from kids who learn their ABCs and 1, 2, 3s to adults who can explore the world and connect with their community. In our last fiscal year, we presented the PBS programs we all love, but we also produced a number of programs that provided unique local stories. Rob on the Road and Studio Sacramento both had more than 20 episodes of local conversations. We told the stories of local artists through KVIE Art Showcase, and we produced 3 locally focused documentaries: a look at skin cancer treatment and prevention, an updated look back at the Royal Chicano Air Force, and for Pride Month, we debuted a film looking at the history of Sacramento's LGBTQ+ equality movement. We also produced another season of Inside California Education, our statewide series about innovation and success in our state's public schools. Thank you again for your generosity with your annual funding that benefits everyone in Sacramento County and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, and now we're going to go to Liz Rhodes.
Hurt the old knee.
Oh.
But it's without the crutch today, so.
There you go, improvement.
Good afternoon. I'm Liz Rhodes with Sacramento Educational Cable Consortium. And first of all, thank you to all of you commissioners for, the support, that ongoing support, and everything that you provided for us. Bob, I'm going to get to you in a minute. Because it ditto to everything everybody said. But I wanted to share a short video with you, and it kind of goes to this whole thing that we talked about. And I loved how, Candace talked about family, and, Bob about how it's the staff that makes the difference. We lost a very important, he quit, moved on. And so we've had a reorganization among our staff. We've had a prioritization of vision. And I wanted to kind of introduce the staff and kind of show you what it is. This is not a Liz Rhodes operation. It's quality people, your staff, that makes everything happen with SECC. So if we got that video, we can run it. And then second, on the very tail of that is a wonderful little video. Kind of shows you what our students do. And it's a PSA from Sunrise Elementary. Magic.
Of showing students at a very young age how they can be producers of media. To be able to give this same opportunity I had to other students was really what drew me to work here for SECC.
Amazing to see how excited the students are just to get dressed up, go to a big event like this, just to feel like kind of celebrities for the night.
The impact that we have touches so many lives, not just our students, but their families and teachers.
It's just very meaningful to be able to help students to share their vision, to gain confidence, to share their message with the world.
The whole great possibilities. You can have fun with everyone in your family.
We're always looking for something that's innovative. It's not just stuck and this is the way it's going to be. We're always willing to listen to students, teachers, board members, and do something that's continuously growing and continuously helping students and the community the best that it can.
I was able to grow my passion from middle school, moving all the way up to high school within the SIVA program, then come full circle and actually get to work and help produce the content here with SECC, with SIVA.
It's just a really cool thing that I get to do, and I'm thankful.
It's really helped me grow as a person.
It's just been a wild ride.
That gets to be my job. What a cool job. All visionaries.
messy.
How messy their table and how dirty the floor is.
They were told to put their trash in a trash can.
I tried to tell them. I told them to pick their trash up.
So I just wanted to share that with you. It's our staff, their vision that makes it all happen. It's the students' vision, a fun little video. And it was something those students put together with their friends, their teachers, and the administration from the school. So it's really nice to see that all come together. And so finally, I just want to say, Bob, we have an enhanced card for you from SECC, and that I can't believe it's 16 years. But without you, none of this would have been possible. And you were such a key player. You always supported us. You made things possible in times when we didn't think there was a way out. I appreciate your fairness. I liked what David said, the non-political side. That was such a refreshing thing for us to encounter. I like how you pulled us all together. And the support, the things that we have in this community, yes, you know, it's supported by, you know, the commission and the rest of your staff, but it's under your guidance. And so it's been a real pleasure. And what this is just a little book that shows you all of the things that you have personally been responsible for. So, and it was signed by our staff.
Wow.
Thank you very much. And Candace, we're looking forward to working 16 years at least with you.
Nice. Awesome. If you guys didn't know, the child in the green shirt is the mayor of Rancho's son being thrown away in a garbage can. So hilarious. Awesome. All right. Any other channel licensees? Okay, we're going to move on. Clerk, is there any online?
And there are none online.
Excellent. All right. Do you have a statement you'd like to read?
Karen, is there a statement that we're reading?
No, there is not.
Okay, there is no statement, sir.
Excellent. Next item.
Okay, and item number 8 is the state franchisee reports.
Is there any state franchisees that would like to speak? Awesome. And is there anyone online?
And no, there's no one on the line, sir.
And there's no statement to be read?
And there is no statement to be read.
And we're flying through this. Let's take a little longer. I'm not used to this. All right. Number 9, public comment on any items on the agenda.
And for the record, there were no telephonic public comments for any of the items on the agenda.
Okay. Members in the audience who have called and may comment on any items interest within the subject matter jurisdiction of the commission. Each person will be allowed 3 minutes on the action. They can be taken on agendized items of public comment until the matter is deemed been specifically included on a future agenda item for discussion and action. If a member of the public wants a response to a specific question, they are encouraged to contact commission staff and board members and new commission staff that are sitting in the corner. I'm going to go ahead and open up for public comment. Is there any online or around?
And there are none, sir.
All right, I'm going to close public comment. All right, the next item is technically adjournment, but I'm just going to sit here and enjoy Bob's closeness for just a little bit longer. And yeah, it's good stuff, good stuff. Okay, we'll go ahead and adjourn this meeting. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.